Hello and welcome. This is a weekly reading vlog. Please excuse the camera quality. I am currently using my phone. I'm having a little trouble with my camera, which is one of the reasons I have been away for a little while. The other reason is December. For the whole of December, my brain was at capacity. It could not take any more, and so I just took a break from the weekly reading vlogs and decided to let myself chill out a little bit, I guess. Now that I'm back, I thought I would give you an update on what I am currently reading. So I am reading A Danger to Herself and Others by Alicia Chainmel. This is actually an arc. It doesn't come out until the 12th of February, so honestly not too far off now. We're a month away, and I am on chapter 10, page 57. This one is super interesting so far. It's a super unreliable narrator from what I can gather from the first 50 pages. She has been put into an institution for an act that happened with her roommate that she was at for like a summer college program, and so far we haven't found out what really happened. All we know is her roommate fell from a window. I just found out, is being accused for attempted murder, which is huge. And I'm picking up some sociopathic tendencies, so I'm really curious on how this is going to go, and it's a lot darker than even I thought it was going to be, but I'm kind of loving that because I've been reading a lot of fantasy recently. This is the first contemporary I've physically picked up in a while. I did recently read A Tragic Kind of Wonderful by Eric Lundstrom, I think it is, and did really love that. That was really incredible. This is just a whole different contemporary ballpark, basically. But really loving it. Then the only other book I am currently reading is an audiobook, and that is Nevernight by J. Kristoff, and I only have about like 3 hours left. I am listening to it on 2-point speed, so that's roughly an hour and a half. And loving it. I knew I would really love Nevernight, and the only reason it's taken me this long to read it is because I really want the UK hardback covers of Nevernight, and unfortunately Nevernight is now out of print in that cover, and I didn't want to just buy any cover. So I'm kind of waiting until Dark Dawn is released at the roughly the end of this year. I think it's October that it gets released, and I'm going to see if they like re-release it or release like a box set or a trilogy or something in a cover that I like more. Because no offense to the US covers, but I'm not a huge fan of them. They make them seem really kind of young adult, and that's not to put it in a bad light. Obviously I read young adult, I read a lot of young adult, but I just really love the artistry on the UK covers basically. So that's why it's taken me so long, and I'm so annoyed about it because it's so good and I'm really loving it. The audiobooks are really fantastic, and I've been really enjoying reading it that way, but I'm excited to have some like proper copies of them soon. Now that I have updated you on my reading, it's time for a little unboxing. I received this at the end of last week and I have waited to unbox it. I was hoping that my camera would be working, but I just can't wait to unbox it anymore, but I still wanted to film it for you guys. So here we go, Ink and Wonder unboxing. So this is the Best Laid Plans Ink and Wonder crate, and here is the spoiler card, which says, "We made plans to kiss the sun at night." And I, as I've said many times, absolutely adore Ink and Wonder's designs and the artistry behind it, and the art style is really in my range. Like, this is what I love. So I get pretty much every single Wonder crate that Paris does. I was not expecting a whole planner. So it says, "Every saint has its past, every sinner has a future." Holy Wow. Oh my goodness. This would have taken ages. That whole back is beautiful, and I love that it's reusable. You just have to get a different kind of thing. Oh my god. This is amazing quality, and so the box itself for me in Australia is I think just under $60 including postage. This is already like kind of worth it for me because I'm gonna get so much use out of this, and it's such a simple, cute design. I almost want to get this like as a tattoo. I'm kind of in love with this. I'm sorry for the overexposure if that ever comes up. My phone is doing what phones do and they try and correct themselves, but not in the nicest way, which is why I wanted my camera for this, but that's fine. Hopefully it still works. The next item is the pin, and it is of the Alice in Wonderland bunny, and it says late. This is adorable. It's in the shape of a little fob watch, and okay, I really love this one. I really love this one. Now it is time for the wood marks and my dog. Hi, handsome. Okay, let's just do these one at a time because I'm overwhelmed by the designs. The first is Rick Riordan, and it says, strange things conspire when one tries to cheat fate. I'm presuming this is Percy Jackson or Trials of Apollo or one of Rick Riordan's many popular series. Then we have a Neil Gaiman quote, and it says, the future came and went in the mildly discouraging way that futures do. That one's really beautiful. I have so many Ink and Wonder bookmarks, it's actually a little bit ridiculous at this point, but we're gonna go with it, it's fine. The next is Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and it says, the future was with fate, the present was our own. And it's of a little cuckoo clock. This reminds me of a cuckoo clock that was in my great-grandmother's house. I think it still is in the family house down on the coast, but it had like the same sort of chains. It didn't have the two birds on the side, but it had a like bird that came out, obviously, as most cuckoo clocks kind of do. But this is a really cute design. And last but not least, we have a J.R.R. Tolkien quote. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given us. But when I say that I have a lot of Ink and Wonder wood marks, like, I'm really not exaggerating. The pile is like maybe just over a centimeter thick, and not all of them are here because there are some in books, and obviously I just got 4 new ones, but the obsession is real, guys. The obsession is real. Next, we have some stickers that we can use in our diaries and date night. Does a date with my dog count as date night? Because that's every night. Next is this adorable print. The best laid plans of mice and men don't go awry. That is a quote from Robert Burns. The calendar. This also made it worth it. I did know that there was going to be a calendar, so it is Never a Dull Day 2019 calendar. What is my month? Oh my god. So January is of course, Amy Poehler in Parks and Rec. Oh, that's so cool. It has, oh, because Leslie Knope's birthday is in January, but it has famous birthdays. So Buffy Summers' birthday, Severus Snape's birthday, Sherlock Holmes' birthday. So cool. Despite knowing they won't be here for long, they still choose to live their brightest lives. My friend Ali is going to love this print. I'm just gonna find my birth month because that's always the most important, right? Oh, Hannah's a giant squid. But it's Hogwarts inspired with the giant squid. Because, of course, it is Harry Potter's birthday on the 31st of July, so that totally makes sense, and I totally get it, so that's fine. Okay, now I just want to see what Christmas is, because I feel like that's going to be exciting. That is super cute. I'm sorry, I know I said I would go to Christmas, but I went to October instead. Sabrina! These are incredible because as soon as that month is done, you can bet that I'm going to use them as art prints. December is Hagrid in a sleigh. Oh my god. That's incredible. That was amazing. As always, I cannot recommend Ink and Wonder Crates enough. Every single one I absolutely love. There's always a bunch of stuff that is actually usable, especially in this one. Like, you get a calendar, you get a diary, you get forward marks in every single Wonder Crate. There's always prints. It's 100% worth it. Please support Ink and Wonder. I just love that this little company is from the Gold Coast, Australia, and that it's doing so well. So yay for Ink and Wonder. That is it for today. I will catch you up tomorrow, most likely. And yeah. Hey guys, we're back with the camera. The quality is fine again. I'm happy again. It's all good. Hi! Hi. Hi. But yeah. Sorry about that. Thank you. So it is now Saturday and I thought I would give you an update on my reading. So I finished Nevernight, 5 stars, loved it. Loved it. I didn't even know where to go. Mia Corvette, Mr. Kindly, Trick, everything about it was so well done, and I was constantly wanting to know what was happening next. So naturally I have started God's Grave. So from a 20-hour book, I am currently 17 hours to go, 3 hours in, and it hasn't quite picked up yet. The same thing kind of happened with Nevernight in that the first few chapters was setting the scene, and I can tell that it's all setting it to come up bigger and better, so I know it'll get there. I just have to wait to like really get stuck back into it, but I'm sure I'll end up loving it just as much. And then I have to wait until October for Dark Dawn, but that's fine. I can do that. I've got plenty to read. I also finished off A Danger to Herself and Others. Again, this is a reading copy. It doesn't come out until the 12th of February in Australia. I think it actually is a little bit earlier overseas, like still in February. But yeah, I finished this one off this morning and I really enjoyed it. It reminded me a lot of Made You Up by Zappia. Francesca Zappia? It is Francesca Zappia, yes. It reminded me a lot of that. So if you enjoyed the unreliable narration of Made You Up, you'll probably enjoy A Danger to Herself and Others. I couldn't stand her parents. This is one of those ones that, like, we talk about how invisible some parents are in young adult books, and these parents just, I don't know why they had a child. They clearly don't want a child. It's like it was something that happened or something that they thought was like on trend, and so they just went with it. And now that she is not the child that they want, i.e. the perfect child, I guess, now that she has a fault, they don't like want her or treat her the same way anymore. It's so strange. Anyway, super good. I would probably give it maybe a 4 stars, 3.5, 4 stars. I haven't really decided on my rating yet because it was a little bit predictable at points, but it was a super quick read. I do hope there were a few pretty obvious like sentence errors and grammatical errors in here, but like I said, it is a reading copy, so I'm presuming they are going to have that fixed before the book comes out, but still quite enjoyed that one. So now my dilemma is on what hard book I pick up next. I think it's going to have to be The Wicked King, just so I know what's going on. This is shorter than The Cruel Prince, so that could go well. Also, I just want to show off this special Owl Crate edition because, like, that's beautiful. And it is also signed by Holly Black. Yeah, it's shorter, so I feel like I could probably get through this pretty fast. Again, I just love the like illustrations on the chapters, but I did say to one of the girls at work that I would get to this over the weekend. It is now the weekend, so I should probably read it. I'll probably go with this one next. I actually haven't done a fantasy in a little while. I've been doing a lot of contemporaries in terms of like solid books that I'm holding. Obviously Nevernight is counted as like a fantasy. Anyway, that's it at the moment. So I will catch you back tomorrow for the weekly wrap up. Although I pretty much just gave it to you, but stay tuned if you want. I don't know. I think I'm going on a Laxa date, so that's exciting. Love me some Laxa. Anyway, this dog is begging for a walk. So that is it. I am going to just chill out for the rest of the day. I might... Hi. I might watch maybe a movie tonight. Should we watch a movie tonight? Yeah. See ya. Okay, so I technically started The Wicked King last night, but I only read like 4 pages. So I think I might need to reread those anyway because I was really tired when I started it. I just kept watching other things last night. I caught up on Riverdale. Why am I still trash for this show? I don't know where that show's going, but I will keep watching. I will keep watching, honestly. I will. If anything, for Cheryl Blossom, I'll keep watching. Then I also watched... I watched Barely Lethal with Haley Steinfeld, Dove Cameron, and Sophie Turner. Also Jessica Alba and Samuel L. Jackson, so creditable, right? But it was actually really fun, really cute, so I really enjoyed that one. And then it was like late and I went to bed, but obviously sat on my phone for ages because that's just like what everybody does. And then I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna start reading The Wicked King, and I literally read like 4 pages. What did I read? Literally, I'm on page 4, but like I don't think I can tell you what actually happened in these 4 pages, so I'm gonna start again. Take that guy out. Let's do a reading montage. Yay. I just got back from dinner with a couple of my friends. I am very full, very full, but I thought I would do my weekly wrap up. So this week I finished A Danger to Herself and Others. I think I'm gonna go with a 4-star on this one. It is a 3.5. I'll put it up to a 4 rather than going down to a 3 on Goodreads. I did really enjoy it. I just felt at points it became a little bit predictable, and just overall I really enjoyed the writing style, and it was actually really fast to read. Like, if I didn't think about it critically, smash through it. Super quick read. Did really enjoy it. Again, this one is out on the 12th of February. Then I finished Nevernight, which was amazing. As I've said a million times, 5 stars, totally loved it. Then I went straight into God's Grave, which I listened to a little bit more on my walk with Fox today. So I'm up to It's Not Gonna Tell Me. So I have 16 hours to go on that one. I did get a little bit read of The Wicked King. I am now on chapter 3. Leave it. Hi. I'm now on chapter 3 of The Wicked King. It's sort of just starting to like set everything up again, so nothing too much, like too exciting is happening right now. It's all just black here because of my dog. There we go. Oh, you're on my foot. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, it's all just set up at the moment, so nothing too exciting is going on, but I can see kind of where it's going to lead, and I'm looking forward to getting there. It's also a lot shorter than The Cruel Prince, so it shouldn't really take that long, I guess. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm sorry I've been away for a while, but like I said, December was just too much for me, too much for my brain. It was a lot at my new job as well because I'm a manager at my new job, and I was kind of like thrown into it because it was obviously my first time managing this particular store at Christmas time, and it was crazy, but everything's back to normal and I'm calm again and everything's fine, so I can go back to reading regularly and hopefully uploading regularly. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!